Hello everyone! Welcome to Native Man Math Tutorial wherein you can find free mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Ang content ng video lesson na ito ay Term 1 Examination, Practice Test or Practice Review for Grade 11 General Mathematics. This reviewer presents multiple choice questions with answer key and explanation on how to determine the correct answer. But before I present questions, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe for more video lessons. For number 1 question, which type of pay is usually based on a percentage of the amount sold by a worker? A. Commission, B. Hourly wage, C. Piecework income, and D. Fixed allowance. Okay, so I will give you some seconds to answer question number 1. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is letter A, commission. So yung commission po ay pay wherein the pay is based on percentage. Okay, percentage of amount sold by a worker. So ito po yung simple description of a commission. Number 2 question. Maria receives an annual salary of 240,000 pesos. What is her monthly salary? A. 10,000 pesos, B. 12,000 pesos, C. 20,000 pesos, and D. 24,000 pesos. Okay, so I'll give you some seconds again to answer this question. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is letter C, 20,000 pesos. So paano po nakuha yung 20,000 pesos? Since ang tinatanong po ng problem ay what is her monthly salary? At ang annual salary po niya ay 240,000. So again, pag sinabi nating annual salary, buong isang taon or 12 months. So therefore, to get the monthly salary, i-divide lang po natin yung 240 by 12. Okay? Because in a year or in annual, there are 12 months. So 240,000 divided by 12, yan po ay 20,000. Okay? So si Maria po ay mag-receive ng monthly salary na 20,000 pesos. For number 3 question, Carlo earns 120 pesos per hour. He works 8 regular hours and 2 overtime hours, paid 125% of his hourly rate. How much does he earn in all? A. 1,080, B. 1,200, C. 1,260, and letter D. 1,320. So again, I will give you some seconds to calculate this problem. Okay, so what's the correct answer? The correct answer there is letter C, 1,260 pesos. So paano po nakuha yung 1,260 pesos? Ito lang po yon. So si Carlo daw ay earns 120 pesos per hour. At nagtrabaho po siya ng 8 hours. Okay, so 120 times 8. And that is equal to 960. But we are going to add his 2 hours overtime. At yung overtime po niya ay binabayaran 125% of his hourly rates or rate. So ano po ba yung hourly rate ni Carlo? That is 120 per hour. Meaning to say, multiply po natin yung 120 times yung 125%. But kapag i-multiply mo sa number, then convert percentage into decimal. Kaya yung 125% is 1.25. So 120 times 1.25 equals 150. Okay, so here 150 po isang oras lang. But here ang overtime po niya ay 2 hours. So i-multiply po natin ito ng 2. So 150 times 2 is equal to 300. And then if you're going to add 960 plus 300, that is 1,260 pesos. Okay? Number 4 question. Two workers are paid through a piecework system. Maria earns 75 pesos per bag and completes 36 bags in one day. Anna earns 90 pesos per bag but completes only 28 bags. Based on their piecework earnings, which statement is correct? We have A. Maria earns more because she completed more bags. B. Anna earns more because her rate per bag is higher. C. Both workers earn the same amount. And letter D. Maria earns more because her total earnings is 2,700 pesos while Anna earns 2,520 pesos. Okay? So, to answer this question, I will give you some seconds. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is letter D. Maria earns 2,700 while Anna earns 2,520. Okay, so check po natin. Ito po yung ating computation. Okay, for Maria, so 75 pesos per bag at nakompleto po niya yung 36 bags. That's why you're going to multiply. Okay, so 75 times 36, then that is equal to 2,700. And how about Ana? So 90 bag and only 28 bags ang nakompleto niya. Okay, so here 90 times 28 that is equal to 2,520. Okay, that's why letter D, ito po yung statement ng letter D. Okay, Maria for 2,700 and Ana for 2,520. Okay? Number 5 question. A sales agent receives a base salary of 5,000 pesos plus 4% commission on sales. If his total sales are 80,000 pesos, what is his total earning? A. 3,200, B. 5,000, C. 6,100, and D. 8,200. So again, I will give you more seconds to answer the question. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer is letter D, 8,200. So paano po makuha yung 8,200? So ganito lang po yon. So ang sales agent receive a base salary of 5,000 pesos. So mean to say, pag base salary, fixed na po ito per month. Okay, kung per month po ang kasunduan. Okay, so here, 5,000 pesos is fixed. Now, we're going to add its per percent commission on sales. So per percent, ang kanyang total sales ay 80,000 pesos, then kukunin po natin yung 4% ng 80,000. So paano? So 80,000 times 4%. But if you multiply a number by a percentage, ay kailangan i-convert nyo muna yung percentage into decimal. So 4% in decimal ay 0.04. So magkano ang kanyang commission? Multiply natin. 80,000 times 4% or 0.04 equals 3,200. Okay, so ito po yung kanyang fixed salary or base fee or base salary, 5,000 plus yung kanyang commission na 3,200. Pag pinag-plus nyo po ito, 5 plus 3 is 8 and then yung 200, so 8,200 pesos. That's why this is the correct answer, letter D. Number 6 question. During a payroll orientation, several employees discussed the difference between gross pay and net pay. Which statement should the payroll manager identify as the most accurate explanation? A. Gross pay is the amount after deductions. Net pay is the amount before deductions. B. Net pay is the take-home pay after deductions are subtracted from gross pay. Letter C, gross pay and net pay are always equal when an employee works overtime. And letter D, net pay is the employee's total income before taxes and benefits are considered. Okay, so there, I will give you some seconds to choose the correct answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B. Net pay is take-home pay after deductions are subtracted from gross pay. Okay, so yun po yung simple definition ng net pay. So ang net pay po ay, in other word, take-home pay. But ang take-home pay po ay ibibigay lang po yung take-home pay after deductions are subtracted. Ano po? Okay, so here, letter A, bakit mali? Gross pay is the amount after deductions. No. So yung gross pay ay amount before deduction. Okay, kaya wrong po ito. Letter C, gross pay and net pay are always equal. Hindi po equal ang gross pay sa net pay. So that's why C is wrong. Letter D, net pay is the employee's total income. Okay, so hindi po total income ang net pay. Okay? So here, before taxes and benefits are considered. So this is wrong also. So that's why the correct answer is letter B. How about number 7? An employee has a gross income of 18,500. The deductions are SSS, 900 pesos, PhilHealth, 462.50, Pag-ibig, 370 pesos, and tax of 800 pesos. What is the net income? We have A, B, C, and D. Okay, so I'll give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is letter A. So we have 15,967.50. So paano po ba? Ito total lang po natin yung lahat ng deductions. So we have SSS 900, PhilHealth for 62.50, Pag-ibig we have 370, and tax we have 800. So total po natin yung mga deductions, and the total is 2,532.5 or 2.50. Okay. So ito po yung total deductions. So isusubtract natin sa gross income na 18,500. So this become 18,500 minus 2,532.5. So if you're going to subtract this one, ito po yung lalabas, 15,967.50. Okay? Number 8. A school supply item increases in price from 1,200 to 1,380 pesos. What is the percentage increase? We have A, 12%, B, 15%, C, 18%, and D, 20%. So again, calculate first, then later I will present the discussion or the computation how to find the correct answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer is letter B, 15%. So, paano po nakuha yung 15%? So, ganito lang po yon. Okay, so, the school supply increases from 1,200 to 1,380. So, yung dalawang numbers ay isusubtract natin. So, 1,380 and then minus 1,200. And the difference is 180. Now, itong 180 ay i-divide natin dun sa original price. So, ang original price po niya ay 1,200. Okay? So, 180 divided by 1,200 na original price. Then, in decimal, 0.15. So, ito ay decimal. And then, ipi-percentage lang natin. Times 100 lang po natin ito. So, 0.15 times 100 is equal to 15. Okay? Since multiply po natin sa 100, kaya magiging percentage po siya. This will become 15%. For number 9 question, a calculator originally cost 2,500 pesos. A store gives a 20% discount and then adds 12% VAT to the discounted price. A customer claims that the final price should be 2,200 pesos because the 12% VAT cancels part of the discount. Which statement best analyzes the customer's claim? A. The claim is correct because the discount and VAT are applied to the original price. B. the claim is incorrect because the final amount is 2,240 since VAT is computed after the discount. Letter C, the claim is correct because adding VAT always returns the price close to the original amount. And letter D, the claim is incorrect because VAT should be subtracted from the discount price or discounted price. Okay, so here, what's your answer? I will give you some seconds to choose your answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is letter A. The claim is correct because the discount and VAT are applied to the original price. For number 10 question, a learner says if a product costs 500 pesos and is sold for 650 pesos, the profit percent is 130% because the profit is 150 pesos. Which evaluation is correct? We have A. The claim is correct because the profit is 150. Letter B. The claim is incorrect because the profit percent is based on the cost and equals 30%. Letter C. The claim is incorrect because the transaction resulted in a loss. Letter D. The claim is correct because the selling price is greater than the cost. Okay, so again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter B. The claim is the claim is incorrect because the profit percent is based on cost and equals to 30%. Okay? Number 11 question. A seller bought an item for 750 pesos and sold it for 900 pesos. What is the profit percentage based on cost? We have A, 15%, B, 20%, C, 25%, and D, 30%. So bago ko po i-present yung correct answer, try to answer first. I will give you some seconds. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer is letter B, 20,000 pesos. So, ang hinahanap po ng problem ay profit percentage. Ibig sabihin, in a percentage form. Pero paano po nakuha yung 20? Ganito lang po yon. Ito po ay percentage change. So, ang seller daw po ay bumili ng item 750 pesos at ibinenta sa 900 pesos. Ibig sabihin, meron po siyang profit because 750 is less than 900. So susubtract lang po natin 'yan. Okay, so what is 900 minus 750? So 150. Okay. So yung 150 ay i-divide po natin 'yan sa original price ng 750. Ang lalabas po diyan ay 0.2 or 0.20, then multiply by 100, ito po ay 20%. Okay? Okay, number 12. Which of the following application of percentage describes the amount a company adds to the cost of a product to determine its selling price? A. Marks up, B. Discounts, C. Inflation, and D. Profit. Again, before I present the correct answer, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer here is marks up. So ito po yung simple description ng marks up. Okay? So percentage describes the amount a company adds to the cost of a product to determine its selling price. Okay, so kapag magdadagdag po tayo ng amount mula dun sa amount ng pagbili natin at i-resell natin, mag-a-add tayo ng amount, ang tawag po dyan ay marks up. Okay? Number 13. Which of the following statements best describe a sequence? A. A list of numbers arranged in a specific order following a rule. Letter B. The sum of all terms in a number pattern. C. A single number used to name a position. And letter D. A collection of unrelated numbers written randomly. Okay. So again, I will give you some second or seconds to answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? The answer is letter A list of numbers arranged in a specific order following a rule. So ito po yung simple definition ng sequence. Okay? Number 14. Which of the following is a finite sequence? A. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. B. 1, 3, 5, 7. C. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Letter D. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, ang hinahanap po ng question ay finite sequence. So, alin daw po dito sa ABC ang or ABCD ang finite sequence? Okay? Bago ko i-present yung sagot ay sagutan nyo po muna in your own. Okay, so there, the correct answer is letter A, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So ano po yung pagkakaiba ng letter A dito sa BCD? Bakit mali po yung BCD? Okay, so ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito ay finite sequence. So ibig sabihin, mayroon pong end or measurable. Ano po? So may end po yung ating term. So here, 2, 4, 6, 8, then wala na pong tatlong tuldok. Ibig sabihin, kapag iyan ay end na po yan, wala na pong kasunod. But in letter B, 1, 3, 5, 7, and then dot. Ibig sabihin, pwede pong ituloy ito following the rule. And also number o letter C and letter D, meron din pong 3 dots. Okay? So yung 3 dots na ito, ibig sabihin infinity po ito. Ito lang po yung finite. Okay? Finite sequence. How about number 15? In the Fibonacci sequence, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 blank, what is the next term? A, 10, B, 11, C, 13, and D, 16. So alin po dito ang next term or what is the next term in the Fibonacci sequence? Okay, so again, I'll give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer here is 13. So ang next number po natin ay 13. Yes, kasi Fibonacci sequence mean to say, para makuha yung next term, add mo muna yung dalawang consecutive terms na previous. So here, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 next term. 2 plus 3 is 5 next term. And 3 plus 5 is 8. Now, what is the blank term here? So 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. So that's why letter C, 13 is the correct answer. Number 16. What is the rule for the sequence 7, 14, 28, 56, and so on? A. Add 7 to the previous term. B. Divide the previous term by 2. C. Multiply the previous term by 2. And D. Subtract 7 from the previous term. Okay? Again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? That is letter C, multiply the previous term by 2. So ito po yung ating sequence. So 7, 14, 28, 56. So ito pong term natin ay geometric sequence. So magmumultiply ka po ng 2 to get the next term. So let's try. 7 times 2 is 14, correct? 14 times 2 is 28, correct? And 28 times 2 is 56, that's correct. Okay? So the rule is letter C. Multiply the previous term by 2. How about number 17? What is the key term of sequence used as a description of how the terms is formed or how they change from one to the next? A. Position. B. Notation. C. Pattern rule. And D. None of the choices. So again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, pattern rule. Okay, so ano po yung hinahanap ng question or problem? The key term of sequence used as a description of how the terms is formed or how they change from one to the next. So, sa ating pong sequence, ang tawag po dyan ay pattern rule. Okay. Number 18. An initial investment of 5,000 pesos grows by doubling every year. What is the total amount after 4 years? A. 75,000, B. 65,000, C. 35,000, and D. 20,000. Again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, the correct answer there is letter A, 75,000 pesos. How about number 19? In the arithmetic sequence, 8, 13, 18, and so on, what is the 10th term? A, 45, B, 48, C, 50, and D, 53. So again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? The correct answer is letter D, 53. Number 20. What is the sum of the arithmetic series 5 plus 9 plus 13 plus up to 41? A. 410, B. 230, C. 210, and D. 180. So again, I'll give you some seconds to choose the correct answer. Okay, so what's your answer? The correct answer there is 230. Number 21. Which statement differentiates a sequence from a series? A. A sequence lists terms in order while a series adds the terms. B. A sequence is always finite while a series is always infinite. C. A sequence uses multiplication only while a series uses addition only. D. A sequence has no rule while a series always has a rule. Okay, so again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer here is letter A. Ito po yung exact difference between sequence and a series. Okay, so here, a sequence lists terms in orders or order, while a series adds the terms. Okay, so pag sinabi po natin kasing sequence, ito po yung list of numbers. At yung numbers po na yon ang tawag po ay terms. So, kaya list of terms. At ang series naman, ito po yung sum of the terms in a sequence. Pag sinabi po nating sum, you are going to add all the terms in the sequence. Okay? Okay, how about this number 22? Which sigma notation represents 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15? We have A, B, C, and D. So again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter B. So n is equal to 1 to 5 and the rule is 3n. Okay? Number 23. What is the sum of the first 10 terms of the arithmetic series 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on? A. 220, B. 210, C. 200, and D. 240. So again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? That is letter A, 220. Number 24. Find the sum of the first 11 terms of geometric series 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay. Letter A, 9,200. B, 8,188. C, 7,126. And D, 5,252. So, ang hinahanap po ng problem ay sum of the first 11 terms of geometric sequence na 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, so I'll give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter B, 8,188. Number 25. In financial mathematics, what does appreciation mean? A. A fixed deduction from an employee's pay. B. A decrease in the value of an asset due to use. Letter C. An increase in the value of an asset over time. And letter D. A payment made every month to reduce a loan. Okay, so again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter C, an increase in the value of an asset over time. So yan po yung simple description ng appreciation. Okay? Appreciation means increase in the value of an asset over time. Number 26. Which situation illustrates depreciation? A. A piece of land becomes more expensive because demand increases. B. A savings account grows because of compound interest. C. A car loses value each year because of use and aging. And letter D. A worker receives a higher salary after promotion. Okay. So, ang hinahanap po ng question ay yung statement that illustrate or describe depreciation. Okay? I'll give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so what's the correct answer? Letter A. Letter C. A car loses value each year because of use and aging. So pag sinabi po nating depreciation, pababa po yung value. At yung mga depreciation na bagay na nabibili natin, isa na po dyan yung car. Pag nabili mo po yung car, sa susunod na taon, hindi mo na siya maibebenta ng ganong presyo sa pagkakabili mo. Okay? So, ibig sabihin doon, nag-depreciate po yung kanyang price. Number 27. A property is currently worth 50,000 pesos and appreciates by a fixed 3,000 pesos every year. What will be its value after 6 years? A. 60,000, B. 65,000, C. 60,000, and D. 53,000. So again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter A, 68,000. Number 28. A lot was purchased for 500,000 pesos and appreciates at 8% per year. After 2 years, Pedro claims that the lot's value will be 580,000 pesos because he added 8% only once to the original price. Which statement best analyzes Pedro's claim? A. Pedro's claim is correct because appreciation is added only once regardless of the number of years. B. Pedro's claim is incorrect because the lot's value after 2 years is 583,200 since the 8% appreciation is applied each year. Letter C. Pedro's claim is correct because the increase in value is less than 100,000 pesos. And letter D. Pedro's claim is incorrect because the lot's value after 2 years is 608,000. Okay, so again, I will give you some seconds to answer. Okay, so here the correct answer is letter. What letter? Okay, letter B. Pedro's claim is incorrect because the lot's value after 2 years is 583,200 since the 8% appreciation is applied each year. Okay? Number 29. Which of the following statement is true about financial problems? A. Loan is money borrowed from a bank or lender that you must pay back with interest. B. Simple interest is computed on the principal and then added into it. Letter C, semi-annually is converted 6 months. And D, all of the above. Okay, so what do you think is the correct answer? Again, I will give you some seconds. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter D, all of the above. Okay, so lahat po ng statement A, B, and C ay yun po yung about financial problems. Okay? Number 30. A laptop bought for 60,000 pesos depreciates by 15% in 1 year. What is its value after 1 year? A. 59,100. B. 54,000. C. 51,000. Letter D. 45,000. Again, I will give you again seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter C. 51,000. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you get a perfect square from your term 1 examination. So kung nagustuhan mo yung video na ito, baka pwede mo pong pakiclick yung like and then subscribe na rin if you are not yet subscribed to this channel. Okay?